I'm ready. Let me
Okay,
just make sure I can share. Okay, yeah, share screen.
awesome sauce. Okay, so I hit
Oh,
record, and this power tribe of women that are here this morning, um, for those of you that are not with us, we're gonna share this later, and we are with Jamie Oldfield. Super excited on this beautiful Saturday morning to have her wisdom on hydration and healthcare and hydrating the body and yoga and whatever comes up, right, girls? Whatever the
right.
universe brings up. And then I'm going to put Jamie's screen on highlight so that Jamie can share with us. And then we'll let you go through it, Jamie. And then
Okay.
for whatever questions come up, we should do that after, or does it matter to you?
No, you know what? Everybody will have their microphones off, but then if somebody has a question, they could either type it in the chat or they could just, do the hand raise or even just turn their microphone back on and just say, "Hey, I got a question about that. Stop right there. Tell me more."
Okay, perfect. Good. Okay, perfect. So,
Yeah.
um, all right. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us this
Thank
morning
you.
to
Thank you
share
for having
your.
me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if do you want to just dive right in?
Sure. All
You
right.
always
Sounds
look
good.
beautiful.
Oh, I don't know what's going on with that there. Thank you. Hi, my name is Jamie. As Alicia said, I am a yoga teacher as well as an esthetician, licensed esthetician. And so I like to incorporate both fields together. I feel like there is a complement with the two. They both are all about wellness and taking care of yourself and being the best version of yourself that you can be. I always say it's letting your light shine or finding the beauty from within and just letting that radiate out. All of my facials, they don't talk about anti-aging because there's no such thing, right? We're aging every day. The minute you're born, you start aging. So I like to look at it as what we can do to enhance the beauty that we already have. And some of the ways that we can bring about is I have all kinds of products here to show you. And I want to talk about how important it is for hydration in your body as well as on your skin. So if you think about the skin as our largest organ in the body, right? So we want to make sure to take care of that. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Feel free if you have any questions to stop or to write it in the chat and we can go from there. So I'm going to share my screen because I put together a little, it says I can't, it says, I think Alicia, you might need to let me share because it says I'm not allowed to screen share, host disabled participant screen sharing. And I'm not sure how to do that.
Yeah, let me make sure. Share screen. Okay, perfect. Uh,
Maybe as a participant, I can't.
okay, try now, James.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Technology.
Oh, we love it, don't we? You know what? I give so much credit to the teachers.
My gosh, I know. I know. We've learned so much.
They are, I just know what it's like teaching Zoom as well as not doing presentations like this, and just the amount of anxiety that I experience every time I press the Zoom little camera because you never know.
Mhm.
My speaker's not working sometimes. I don't have Wi-Fi connection. Um, I'm too echoey, whatever it is. There's just always something. So I give them so much credit. And
Absolutely.
and then I crack up because I have a high school boy and his amount of attention. Usually the camera's off, giving no feedback for the poor teachers. So
Oh my
anyway,
gosh.
can you see my screen share? Can you
Yeah.
see my
Yep.
screen? Okay, good.
Yep.
Hydration. Here it is. All right. So, hydration. And first things I want to talk about is yes, it's important to drink water. However, that is not enough to hydrate your skin. So it's important to be drinking. I think you probably have them on. Would you have them on 108 ounces right now, or what are you having them drink the amount of water right now?
So the challenge last week was half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh
Okay,
100 pounds, you drink 50 ounces of water.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Perfect. That's really great. And it's not easy to do. They're probably realizing that.
Mhm.
A couple things that I, excuse me, have found that have helped me is I drink a lot of warm water, especially this time of year. So I'll always have my hot water in my to go mug, or I'm just constantly refilling hot water. I have fortunately have a hot water dispenser, so I'm just constantly putting that underneath there. Yes, it's good to have your tea. However, that is dehydrating to have tea. So maybe putting the lemon water in there as well, a little lemon slice is nice. And just having this throughout the day, I'm constantly drinking my water. And then monitoring the amount of water you're drinking. But that's not the only thing that's going to hydrate your skin. Hydrating your skin comes from actually the serums that we put in to seal the moisture. It actually locks it in. So you'll find that you'll have water on your face, and then we dry the face off. But when you have your water on your face, it's a great time to actually put your serum on to lock the moisture in. And then you have your moisturizer that's going to actually lock that serum then into the skin. So it's a step process. You hear estheticians talk about the steps that they do. You'll see as we go further on into the slides that what steps that come in order is really important actually to keep your skin hydrated. Alicia and I were talking about sleeping. So sleeping does affect your hydration in your skin. So during the time when you sleep, the skin cells regenerate, they turn over, and the pH is then reestablished. That's why it's important what product that you put on your skin when you sleep is very important. That is the time for your skin to come back to life, really. So it's all the free radicals during the day and all the thoughts that we have and all the crazy things that we do to our bodies all come out in our skin. And so when we sleep, it's our time of rest and it's time for our skin to regenerate. So sleep is really important. Although people will just, they'll bypass that, not thinking that it is, but it is very important. Oily skin does not mean it is hydrated. That's a big thing. Oiliness does not mean the face is hydrated. In fact, all skin needs to be hydrated. So there is a difference between having that glow and then having the oiliness. And I am a person that has, I used to have oily skin, but now that I've changed into a different decade, my skin is turned into this sort of lackluster. So I need to do what I can to keep the skin hydrated, to keep the glow going. The next screen is hydration truths. So these are really good to think about as far as you go throughout your day, especially in the winter. I'm focusing mainly on the winter because that's the season we're in right now. But you really think about body as well as face hydration should be more intense. We're doing everything we can to dry it out. So your moisturizers during the wintertime are going to be more oil-based. They're going to be more richer based. They're going to be thicker. You're also going to find that you'll probably need a humidifier in your room. Most of us have humidifiers on our heaters, but we're going to want a humidifier in your bedroom next to your nightstand that's going to get moisture in the air. That would have been nice for you last night too, Alicia. You didn't get much sleep, but a humidifier would sort of help combat the lack of sleep as well. A healthy diet, a healthy diet is for everything. Obviously, there are different foods that you can eat that will hydrate the skin. Watermelon, melons are always good to hydrate the skin. Lemons are good. And those are things that we're going to ingest. We're not going to put onto the skin. These are things that we're going to ingest. And if you think about, Shakespeare said, food is thy medicine. So whatever we're putting into our bodies is obviously affecting the exterior and how our bodies operate and work. Hydrated skin is better for makeup. Yes. So long time ago, I used to have a lot of acne and I would dry my skin out. I would literally put alcohol, how do you pronounce that? Isoprol, whatever. The alcohol that we clean, I would put that on my skin because I wanted to dry out my pimples. And then I would be so afraid to put any sort of oil or moisturizer on because I was so afraid that I would break out again, right? And then my skin would flake. And then I would try to put my makeup on. And what happens is you try to put your makeup on, it's an oil-based makeup on this dry skin, then it starts to separate and it looks pancakey, or it looks dry, or it looks flaky. So we want to have a foundation, a base of hydration, a base of moist skin that's plump, and then it's easier for our foundations or concealer or whatever you're putting on to move freely about your skin. When I used to dry my skin out, I never understood the concept until I got into my 30s, quite honestly, that when we take moisture out of the skin doesn't know that you're going to makeup, maybe putting something on. So it thinks it needs to rebuild. So it'll start putting more oil into your skin. So it's really a vicious cycle. You start to dry your skin out, and then you don't put moisturizers on because you're afraid to break out. And then your skin goes, oh, hey, I'll make up for that. Here's a bunch of oil. And then boom, 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 we start breaking out again. So we want to make sure our skincare is consistent and we go on the nice layering effect. Use different products for your body than your face. Okay, here's the big thing, ladies. Save the coconut oil for your bod. Don't put it on your face. Just don't do it. I'll tell you, and you can research this. It's comedogenic. It's going to make you break out. It really will. It might take some time, but it will. And coconut oil is amazing, but it's great for the body, not the face. Look it up, and I went through a whole year of just doing coconut oil for my face, and it did nothing. It was super oily too to begin with, and I would get this greasy hairline right here, and then my hair would get stuck on there as I'm talking. So yes, great in the shower. Costco has a huge container that you can get. You can slather your body up with it, just not on the face. A hot bath. So everybody, if you followed me on social media, or if you know me, you know that I love my hot bath. So a hot bath is amazing. It feels great. But we want to make sure that we're not doing hot water for our skin. When we put hot water on the skin, it starts producing more oil to protect the skin against the dryness, and then we become oilier again. So when you're washing your face, you can take a nice hot bath, get that steam, get that glow going, feel good in the body. But then when you come out, wash your face with, something, it doesn't have to be cold water, but it can be cool water, or it can be room temperature water. That's what you're going to want to wash and rinse your face with. Cool water is really great. It has a lot of benefits, meaning that if you have, rosacea or like puffy skin, the cool water really combats that. So that's a nice thing. I don't know if you remember seeing Mommy Dearest, and if you remember the actress in Mommy Dearest, she would dip her face and put it in ice cubes. That was I think like ladies from the 50s and 60s would talk about that, like how they would put a sink of ice cubes and they would just put their face in there and bring it up and put the cold water on their face. So probably don't need to go to that extreme, but cold water is good.
Well, James, yeah, the Wim Hof, the Wim Hof.
Wim Hof.
Yeah,
yes.
The Wim Hof with which if you don't know what Wim Hof is, to look up. So the whole idea of submerging my body and face in ice cubes and cold water, like it just sounds so scary to me, but thank you for reinforcing that it's so good. It has so many benefits to it. I am a hot shower girl. Put me in a hot shower all day long. And for hair too, it's not good, right? I mean,
right.
Your hair, you're supposed to lock in the moisture with cold water.
Yeah.
And I did not know that about coconut oil. So thank you for clarifying that. Good to know.
I know. It's especially in our arena and our circles, coconut oil is like the holy grail, right? And I feel bad.
Yeah. Well, no, that's good to know though.
Yeah, check it out.
Is there oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I heard too about different hydrosols. Like I have a sandalwood hydrosol. Like what about putting other essential oils on your face? Should you?
So yes, excuse me. I have a blend of facial serum. Let me see what my camera is. I have a blend, this facial serum that I love for the skin. And this has in it rosehip oil, argan oil, pure vitamin E, sweet almond oil, carrot seed, geranium, and chamomile. And I love this. Not only does it smell amazing, but it does have benefits. I will say this though, is although I love the natural products, and if you follow Ayurvedic ways, they always say whatever you put on your body, you should be able to put in your mouth as well. But with that being said, I believe in science-based products as well, things that are backed by doctors and dermatologists that actually do a little bit more than this, that you could use these two together. So there's nothing wrong with using oils for your face. It just makes sure when you're picking an oil for your face that you know what it's going to do for you. So for example, I would look up comedogenic versus non-comedogenic. Non-comedogenic, you hear in the products, are not going to clog your pores. So over time, coconut oil on the face, it is comedogenic. It's going to clog the pores over time. And what will happen as an esthetician is I'll go in and I'll see what we call, open comedone or a closed comedone. I'll see your pores will have oil pools in them. So that starts to come out. So check the oils that you're using. So if the oil says for face, I would always just maybe do a little bit more research on it and see. When I do facial massage, I do use facial oil with that massage. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. Geranium was another one.
Yes.
Because I used to get my oils through Young Living. Well, I still do.
Yeah.
And that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on. Oh, the big thing too is when you're doing your skincare, don't forget your neck and your décolleté, your chest. I also want to add in there, which I didn't put on the slide, I want to add in hands. For me, when I get done, I do my thing, and I get my chest going in there. I always take the extra product and I put it on my hands, because your hands are exposed to the world as well. And everything that you're doing for your face, your hands age just as fast. Take a look at your mama's hands, and that will give you an idea sort of what your future will be. So I always like to combat sort of everything I'm doing here. Like I said, instead of wiping it off on a towel, why do that? You're spending lots of money on your products. Just use it on the parts of your body. And then it all soaks in, and then voila, nothing's wasted. Everything's being used. That's the way I look at it. Okay, next screen. 11 ways to keep your skin hydrated. I laugh at the numbers, like when you get the magazines and it's, 5 ways to do this, 6 ways to get killer abs. I started this with ways to keep your skin hydrated, and then I came up with 11. So I'm sure there's more, but here's my 11.
Yeah, but 11's the best number, right?
It is.
The universal number.
Maybe that's why I stopped at that without subconsciously thinking.
Totally.
Totally.
Everything in 11.
Subconsciously thinking.
Mhm.
Subconscious. You're right. It is. That's really crazy. I love that. Of course, my friends give me the reason why. You guys, I love it.
Girl, there's no accidents. No,
we don't.
or 8, because that's the number of infinity. So
that's right. That's another good one.
Yeah.
So 11 ways to keep your skin hydrated. Use a gentle cleanser before you moisturize. So by that, a gentle cleanser would be, a non-foam based. Foam cleansers are drying, but I know foam cleansers are good for people that have acne. So kind of watch what cleanser you're using. I prefer, I cannot bring my cleanser. I might have to go grab it. I thought I grabbed it. My CeraVe hydrating cleanser, it has hyaluronic acid in it. So a gentle cleanser is my point. So nothing that's going to be too harsh for your skin. Use a hydrating moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. So that can be for your skin as well, your face as well as your body. Hyaluronic acid is the holy grail of keeping moisture locked into your skin. So you want to have a separate serum for that. Or if you're lucky enough, you can have your moisturizer as well as your cleanser have hyaluronic acid in it. Apply body moisturizer to your damp skin. I'm going to go through products after, so I'll explain kind of what I have for that, as well as like coconut oil would be good while you're in the shower. Have that in your shower. Serums are going to lock in your moisture, and then you're going to put your moisturizer over top. So serums are the middle product. I would say if you're making a hamburger, serums are your burger. Veggie burger, of course. Weekly face masks. Yes, and I have a brand that I really like. I'm gonna have to run out and grab that too. I have that. I forgot to bring that in here. I have some displays I want to show you. A little spritz on your face. I love rose water. This is Trader Joe's. My favorite though is Mario Badusco. So a little rose water spritz throughout the day is really great. Keep it in your purse, keep it in your car. I like to keep it cool, and it's just going to give you that hydration throughout the day. That when you just need that little pick me up. I love this. This is my go-to. I set my makeup with this as well. And oh yes, perfect. I love it. Let's all just spray. And besides, yes, and I love the smell of rose water anyway. So it kind of gives me a nice little, feels good. You can also get lavender and cucumber as well. Those are all three my favorites, I'd have to say. Um, Skip the hot, long, steamy showers. Sorry, I know, I know. Use a humidifier at night. Switch things up per season. That's sort of what we talked about at the beginning. That's really important because you're not going to want to use a really thick, heavy moisturizer in August in Michigan. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, your skin would be like, oh, I can't breathe. So, but in the winter, we're going to want to slather it all on. Even when I go for walks, I have a special, really nice, thick, hydrating mask that I'll wear. I'll just slather it on my skin and it's going to protect the skin because of the cold air and cold temperatures. And then, of course, monthly hydrating facials in the winter. It will definitely keep the moisture in your skin, keep you hydrated. Any questions?
I love that, James. And I learned this season for the first time. One of the women I follow, who's actually a lifetime friend of mine, her name on Instagram is Mother of the Masks.
Okay. I love it.
You have to follow her. So she slathers up before her run. And then she puts those eye things on and she runs in them. So she always posts like videos and pictures of her slathering up her face, putting her eye masks on, and then she runs. And then she comes back and she shows like, if one kind of like fell off or something like that. But I was like, that's an amazing idea to go walk your dog, or if you're going for a hike. I didn't ever think of that before. So yeah. Cool.
It is really good. And it's funny. I don't know how she can keep those underneath her eyes while she's running.
I know. You have to find her. It's funny.
I have to like read my book and keep them like this, or I'll put my makeup on. I'll put them on and then put my makeup on and then take them off. That'll be the last step I do.
And maybe today I'll try a hike with a full, like one of those paper face masks you roll out and see how many people I can scare.
Yes.
Show up to hockey practice.
Perfect. Perfect.
I love
That's
it.
perfect.
Yeah.
I do it at the airport, or I'll put it on when I'm on the plane and my kids are just mortified. Mom, really?
Even better. Even better. Linz, you should show up to yoga teacher training with your
mask on.
Yeah.
I was wondering, is it okay to do it in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do it. Yep. Because you're in there. I mean, when I take a bath, I'm in there for an hour, at least. And so for me, when I read my book, I have my meditation music going, and it's so relaxing to me, and it just resets me. So yeah, I put that on.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and thank you for telling me about the cold after, because I do, when I'm in the shower, I do cold, but the last couple of times I've got out of the bath, my intuition is like, okay, put cold water on yourself, but I haven't done it because I'm like, I'm so cozy,
I know. You're like, oh.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Linz. So this I get asked a lot about, and I just find that if you know, it sounds so, everything I've been saying, it sounds like a lot, and people always ask, oh my gosh, all these steps that you have to do, and there's really not a lot, and it's pretty similar, your morning and your night routine. So let's go with morning first. You're going to want to wash your skin with a cleanser, or you're going to want to use rinse water. It's like a non-cleansing water. It has like a toner. So what you're going to want to do is whatever you put on your skin at night, you're going to want to take off, because you're going to want to start with a clean palette in the morning. So whatever you're doing, you take that off. And then you're going to start off with your serum. So the layering effect is important. You wouldn't want to put your moisturizer on, then your serum, because the serum is an oil base and the moisturizer is thick. The serum would not be able to penetrate through the moisturizer. So the process of where you put your products in your steps is really important. So you clean your face, you have a clean palette. Then you're going to put your oil-based serum, whatever serum it is that you use. Bonus if it has hyaluronic acid in. So for me, I use Illuma. It's my line of products that I use, which is Image products. And this is a brightening serum. So I'll take a little pump, put my serum on my skin. I'll also do my hyaluronic acid, which will seal that moisture in. It's another oil, it's another serum, it's wet. You'll notice it. That I pat in. So you're not going to want to rub it in, you're going to want to pat it in. Then I take my eye cream and I just, put it around my eyes, do. And then my final step is moisturizer with SPF. Even on days like this, every day SPF. It's important because the sun, although we want the vitamin D from the sun, it also has UVA and UVB rays. If you think about it, UVA rays are aging, and UVB is burning. And the burning is what causes cancer, and the UVA is what causes the skin to age, dark spots, the sin. You probably noticed too, like on this side of the left side of your face has the dark spots. Oh, baby. The left side of the face has your dark spots because the sun hitting you through the car window. You might even notice in your home, we have a lot of windows in our home. So immediately I put my moisturizer with SPF on because it's coming through the window as well. So every day, SPF on your face. That's probably the most important thing. Then you go through your day. And then at night before you go to bed, and think about it, this takes less than, no lie, less than 2 minutes. You just do, just becomes part of your routine. And for me, it's an enjoyable part of my process because I'm taking care of myself, and I make it fun, and I make it like, oh, this feels so good and I love it. Don't make it like it's another thing you have to do. And then at night, it's important again to wash your face. If you wear a lot of heavy makeup, do a double cleanse. And then don't use the face washes, or I'm sorry, the wipes, like Neutrogena or the face wipes. Don't use them. Just toss them away. Bad for the environment anyway. But more importantly, they contain alcohol, and we don't know what that material is that you're using on your face. My mom had a really bad allergic reaction on her eyes because of it. So you think about how thin the eyes are, like your lids of your eyes, and we're just putting this all over her face, and it doesn't clean the skin. So there's so many reasons I would not use that. It takes 2 seconds to wash your face off, a good cleanser again. I use a witch hazel toner at night just to get that final bit of product off. Again, at night, so we think of during the day is your vitamin C, at night is your vitamin A, your retinols and your retin-As. That's at night. Vitamin C during the day, like you're doing your orange juice, vitamin A at night. That's going to take care of your skin cell turnover at night. Eye cream again, and then your good night moisturizer. Any questions? So you can see it's like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 steps. It's really quite easy. And if you want to eliminate, let's say you want to eliminate, you could eliminate the toner. You could eliminate one. Oh, Lindsay has a question. Yes. Oh, you got to turn your microphone on.
I kept pushing the button up there. Okay, cool. Not tech savvy over here. So I have a few questions. During the day, am I not supposed to use a toner? Because I'll typically wash my face in the morning, and then I'll spray like my rose water or my witch hazel toner, and then I'll put my serum on.
No, you can do it during the day as well. I just didn't add it into the step because typically the reason I say that at night is because it's an extra cleanser for your skin. But I use toner. I do use toner in the morning and at night.
Okay, awesome. And then that was really good for me to hear, well, all of it, but to put moisture over the serum, because I have this awesome serum. I have this awesome serum that I use, but it like makes my face feel kind of oily.
Sure.
So I wouldn't imagine to put a moisturizer over that.
So it'll lock it in, and your skin will absorb that oil, and then the moisturizer will lock that in.
Wow. Okay.
I know. And then sometimes during the day, you're going to find, like, for example, I don't use this facial serum during the day unless I'm not going anywhere because my skin will be pretty oily. Mm-hmm. So I just figure I just use this at night. The oils are good for at night. During the day is your serums, which aren't as oily as a true facial oil that you would wear at night. So, like do you remember those days where you put a really deep conditioner on your hair and then you don't rinse it out and you just leave it up in your ball and you're just locking in all of that and get the dry? That's kind of like how these good facial serums are. These are good at night when you're just laying there and you're going to go to sleep and you put it on. Or if during the day you're like, hey, today I'm a hermit. I'm staying inside. I'm going to cleanse. I'm going to clean the house. I'm going to do whatever. And I don't care if my face looks like a big oil slick. And a different way of oil. It's not oily because your skin's producing it.
Right.
You're locking it in.
Okay, beautiful. I would love to ask you a question sometime about the products that I use. Like, I want to learn about yours as well, but I have some awesome natural ones that I use that my friends
Awesome.
have make. Um, like
Awesome.
with moringa and apricot oil and a lot of essential oils. So I loved when you ladies were talking about the essential oils because the one I use has like, yeah, calendula and rose and
Yes, Rose.
all sorts of
Yes.
beautiful properties.
And so the
Okay.
products that I use are, they have essential oil. They're, like I said, they're science-based. You know, they do have, they're from a dermatologist, licensed dermatologist, but they also have within them essential oil for the smell and for the properties of what essential oil, of what the natural products use, like naturally orange. When you get your vitamin C, you want it to be coming from a natural product. So this one has, and you'll smell, the smell in this one is a beautiful orange smell. I love it. So, and that's all natural, coming from, you know, real products.
Awesome. And then like, what about eye cream? Like, what is the importance of eye cream, like under your eye or around? Like, I'm 35 and no one ever taught me about, you know, the beauty care and all these types of things before. Like my mom
Right.
used oil of Olay for 50 years. So I've just been exploring these things on my own and I've had enough with Mary Kay reps trying to blow me up. So
Rodan and Fields. Sorry. I know. The Rodan and Fields get to be a little like that gets to be a bit much too.
yeah, I tried it actually Rodan and Feels for a while because a friend bought it for me the first time. And then I was like on this monthly subscription and it was, I don't know. Anyways.
So here's my thing about Rodan and Fields. I've got no problem with it. However, it's very expensive for what you get. It's a small amount of product and it's expensive. And then the second thing is that it's not usually estheticians that are selling it. So they can't really help. They give you what they think would be good. But then the most important thing, and this is what I learned from Rodan and Fields that I really liked, is that they do have a good system set up. So it takes sort of the, I don't know where to go or what to do out of it, because they'll say, oh, here
Structure.
is your 4 products that you use in this order. And so,
Yeah.
oh, it's so easy. I love that.
Yeah, it was really great. It was just expensive.
It is expensive. I know, when you can get a you know, a same quality or maybe even a little bit better for a little bit more in that product. So I don't know. Plus, I don't like to rely on somebody to get my products for me. I like to be able to, oh, I need eye cream. I'm just going to go order it. Probably the biggest thing, though, and the big takeaway that I'd like for everybody to get out of this as well is don't order your face products from Amazon. Don't do it. You know, there was a big, if you watch the, I can't think of the name of it right now. It was on Netflix, and it sort of exposed that how some of the products they're not real, and that it looks like, I think it was the whole Kylie Jenner makeup line, and then it went into skincare as well. How it can look just like it, but they're not. They're using inferior products in there. It's not the product itself. So go right to source, go to the website, go to your dermatologist office, go to your esthetician, go to Ulta, go to some place that is a reputable business that sells the products. That would be my takeaway. So eye cream, you know what? I'm going to go grab 2 things. So I'm going to pause for a moment and you're going to love this. In your typical Zoom, look at this. So I'm business up front, but pajama bottoms on the bottom.
I love it.
I actually did put jeans on for you girls today.
Did you? That was so nice of you. The one half we're not going to see.
I know, right? It's okay. Here, you can say hi, Charlie. We'll say hi while we're waiting. Say hi,
Charlie.
Say hi, Charlie. No.
How's he settling into her new home?
She's good. We didn't get much sleep last night, but she's good. Here, buddy, I'll put you down. Okay, get down. Go ahead. Go play. Go play.
Alicia, I love this so much that you're incorporating all body, mind, and spirit wellness and different ways that we can incorporate it into our daily lives easily. So thank you for adding this element to your challenges.
Girl, I am loving it too. And you know what else? It's like, this is how the way that I've always done things is like, okay, what should be a part of this, and like feeling your way through it. And this, like, as we're sitting here doing this, makes so much sense. And it's so good to know it's all a part of it. You know, it's not just eating healthy or just movement. It's the hydrating, the skincare. It's all of it. And then rolling with it in our jammy bottoms. And then also, just so you girls know, But did you see my son crying when he came over here?
I did. Poor
He
baby.
accidentally called 911 while we were. So he was on the phone with 911 while we were discussing
Oh
hydration.
my
Oh,
I was like,
Alicia,
yeah, sorry.
this is on your, it's got to be on your podcast. You've
Oh
got to
my
put
God,
that
I
story on your
swear, I
podcast.
can't make this stuff up. You guys
Nope.
you saw it here. It actually happened. So, we got
Oh,
911 wanted to learn about hydrating skin today.
yes, exactly. Well, I hope
Yeah.
they don't show up. I hope that they
No,
were
I
able-
talked to him.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So the last thing that we'll go through is for me, a few of my favorite things that I'm using right now. When I was in my 30s, I used a product line called Glytone, and it changed my world. And it was recommended by an esthetician. And so great. So thank you. And I used the product line from wash all the way to moisturizer and everything in between, and it changed my skin. Then I got into my mid 40s, early 40s, and my skin was saying, oh, Glytone was great for your late 20s and 30s, but it's not going to work now because your skin changes every decade, right? Your skin actually changes, the cell turnovers every 30 days, and it starts to lessen as we get older. So my skin needed something different, and I started using this product called Image. And again, recommended by an esthetician, and I fell in love with it. Then when I went to esthetician school, we were trained on Image, which was just, again, no coincidence really. And so I love it. So that's my first and foremost that I'll recommend. But then I also have other things in between that I have found along the way. So first off, let's talk about the body. And again, and I'll go to eye cream. I've got eye cream Lindsay next. But the body, don't put this on your face. Remember, this does not go on your face. But I'm really loving this, and you can get this at CVS. This is called Curel. And it's hydrotherapy. Yay! Yes,
Awesome. I
yes,
need
and yes.
that.
I posted about this the other day. What I love about this is you're done, you turn off your shower, your skin is wet, and you just put this all over your skin. And it takes a couple days for you to start noticing a difference, but I absolutely love this. Then you towel dry off, it's normal. It's
So you
all good.
dry off after you put your lotion on?
Yep, because it just absorbs right into the skin. It helps repair the moisture barrier. It has ceramide complex. It has hyaluronic acid in it. And it just gives that experience of, I know it's the craziest thing. You don't need to wait or anything. It's specifically for wet skin.
Incredible.
That's really good. And what I like about that is we get older, we start having that crepey skin effect. And that's going to combat that because our skin just is just so dry. The other thing I like, and this is so old school, Neutrogena body oil. I don't even mind the smell. It just takes me back to high school. I bought like a huge one at Costco, and this is great to have in the shower as well. So same thing, you get done with the shower, your skin is wet, slather this all over. If you don't want to use this because the smell, coconut oil. So again, your skin is wet, put coconut oil all over your body, and then you rinse off. Or, I'm sorry, you dry off, don't rinse that off. For me, coconut oil is just a little bit too oily, and my hair would get caught in it, and then I'd have greasy hair from here on down. So I didn't love that. So I changed it up and did these two. That's for the body, remember, not for the face. Now we go to the face. Here's another one of my favorite products. You can get this at CVS or your local, wherever you shop. This is CeraVe. It's a hydrating cleansing cream to foam cleanser. Really don't find the foaming effect in it at all. It's all very creamy. It hydrates and removes your makeup, so you can use this on your eyes. It's light enough that you can use it on your eyes. It's non-drying. It's gentle on your skin. And what I love about it is there's no fragrance to it. So again, and this is something that you can easily, you don't have to have a separate makeup remover. You can use this for this, and you can get this at CVS. I really love CeraVe. I think they have a great product line, and they're highly recommended by dermatologists as well. You don't need to spend a lot of money on cleansers, meaning you can go with this. Image does have a cleanser, and I do love their cleansers. I use them when I'm doing facials, obviously, but they can tend to be a little bit pricey. And if you're not keeping them on your skin long enough, when I do your facials, I'm taking 3 minutes and just really getting in there and cleansing. You're in the shower or you're in your sink, and you're like, okay, I gotta go. So there's your cleanser. Those are my faves. So witch hazel toner. I like Thayer's. Thayer's is my favorite, but there's other ones out there. Just be careful. I whatever I'm using, I don't like to have, for me, I don't like a lot of scents. I don't want any scents. I don't want anything foreign or fake. And I don't like a lot of products in my toner. So for example, I just use the original old school. This is like from the 30s. And do you remember if anybody's had babies, and then we use witch hazel down there? Remember? Yeah. So it's got it's got those properties to it. So I do love witch hazel. It's kind of for everything. If you get that little pimple, like today, I got a little maskne going on. I got right above here, I have this little pimple, and I'm going to just do toner throughout the day. I'm just going to keep putting some toner on it. No picking. No picking. There we go. That is your toner. Okay, so you wash your face, you put your toner on, your serums. I'm going to give you a couple daytime serums that I really love. I have a product. This is a brightening serum. I put this on, my brightening serum. This is going to lighten up the dark spots that are on our skin, those stubborn dark spots that are there because of the sun. And it also has vitamin C in it, although I'd like to do a little bit more vitamin C. This has grapeseed extract as well. Vitamin C can be in any different form, but Image has an awesome vitamin C. This is what I use every day, antioxidant. It also has properties of A and E in it, but the vitamin C is what we want. If you think about it this way, this is the way it was explained to me. When you slice an apple, do you ever slice an apple up, and the minute you slice it up, it starts to turn brown? So what do they say? Squirt some orange juice on it or lemon juice, and then it won't turn brown. So kind of think about that with your skin as well. Right now, a big thing is CBD oil for the skin. What I love about this one is this is a product that has, it's a brightening product. It has CBD oil in it. So it's a serum that you can use during the day. This is a little bit heavier for me, so it leaves my skin a little bit more oily. CBD is becoming a really big thing for the skin, and I'm really excited about it. This happens to have jojoba and sunflower oil in it as well. Oh, okay. So one of my favorite product lines is this Glow Recipe. Do you guys know Glow Recipe? They're based out of Korea. It was these Korean women that came up with it. Korea is the #1 place for beauty products. They are so far ahead of the time. They're so far ahead of us. And these women used to work for, I think they used to work for L'Oreal Paris, and they would go to Korea to research. And then they finally just said, but we can do this on our own. We can take these products back and we can make these things on our own. So they came up with these products that's called Glow Recipe. Follow them on Instagram. They're amazing. They have really great tutorials as well. This is a watermelon moisturizer. This is not going to be thick enough. This is not going to be enough to finish your day with, but it smells amazing. But what I love about this is after I do my serum in the winter, I put on a little bit of this. Put that on, that locks it all in, and then I put my moisturizer with sun SPF on. That's just in the winter. I do a double moisturizer, but you can just eliminate this in the summer. It's really light.
James, you told me about the watermelon one
Yeah.
like a year ago, and I love it in the summer too.
In
I
the
love
summer,
it
it's
so light in the summer. I
Mhm.
actually have not used it this winter, so I hope it doesn't go bad. But
No, I think it should be good. I think everything's in glass containers. That's what I love about this product is everything is in glass. So they do preserve a little bit longer. So now eye cream. Lindsay, eye cream is so, it's hard to find the one that works for you. This particular one is from Glow Recipe, and it's avocado. And it doesn't have any smell to it. You don't want any fragrance around your eye. Obviously, that would be drying because it would have alcohol in it. Yeah, this has no smell at all. And then you just take it and you bring it in and you dab it around your orbital area. You can feel that bone, the orbital bone there, and then bring it up. And you just want to use either your pinky or you want to use your ring fingers. Anything else is too pokey, is too strong. And you never want to pull when it's around your eye. You just want to dab it in. Dab, dab, dab. Dab, dab, dab. And then for me, I always like bring it up into here because I'm starting to get wrinkles that are coming in towards like my eye. And I just bring it all the way around, bring it in there. And so as far as eye cream, it really becomes finding the one that works best for you, what you like. I experiment, I try, I listen to what people say and I try everything. So far, this has been my my go-to. And this is Glow Recipe and it's avocado. And if you order from them, they give you all kinds of free samples. And I love free samples.
But don't order it on Amazon, right? Order
Yeah,
directly
don't.
from, okay. Cause I think I ordered the original one through Amazon. I probably just got lucky, but go through their website.
Yeah, just go right
Okay.
through them and you get the free samples. Did you have another question, Lindsay? Your hand is still raised. I just want to make sure. No?
I don't have another question. That's awesome. I didn't realize that I was supposed to put it above my eye as well.
Yep, you just bring it all the way around your orbital area. So you can feel the bone right in there.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes. And then I'll take it with me throughout the day too. If you're going to be in an area that's like, if you're indoors a lot, if you're dry, then you can just dab some on just to kind of add that, especially with the masks. That's all people are seeing is boom, from this up. Image vitamin C, I already talked about that. CBD brightening oil, good. Oh, okay. My favorite sheet masks are Lapcos. Can you see that in there? Let me see the brand name. The brand name, down below. Lapcos. Lapcos sheet masks are the best. Again, buy from source. And this company, you'll want to buy from source. They always put free products in. Like, for example, I bought one of the masks I use is the gold mask for one of my facials. And then they gave me like a bunch of free products, like all these like cleansers to try. And I just love this company. It's all based in Korea. It's a Korean-based company once again. But these sheet masks are really great. And this one particular is hydrating. It's agua. Water. They have collagen, they have snail, they have snail oils for aging, they have oh my gosh, they have vitamin C, they have red wine, which is an antioxidant. They just have a great amount. I love these masks. And these masks are light enough that you could use these every day if you have the time, right?
Jamie, this list is amazing. This list is so amazing. Thank you.
And then these are my favorite eye patches. Skin Iceland. Those are good. And then the final thing, and you're going to crack up at this, Lindsay. Are you ready for what I recommend for a nighttime cream? You're going to crack up. Oil of Olay. I know. I got to tell you, this combination is really, really good. You've got your retinol serum here, and you've got your really nice, thick night moisturizer for the winter time. Remember, face and neck as well. What I love about this is I wash my face, I put on a little hyaluronic acid, I put this, boom, and I put this, and I'm done. And the very best thing is it's completely fragrance-free.
Awesome. What's the small bottle, Jamie?
That's the serum. So that's your Retinol 24 serum.
Okay, Retinol 24 serum. Okay,
and
awesome.
You're gonna crack up because they are.
I'm gonna get my mom that. It's gonna be an upgrade for her.
Yeah, because they have different levels now, but this is like their latest, and it's been getting a lot of really great reviews. So all these products are just things that work for me. You can, ask around. You can Google search it. But in the Skin magazine that I get, we're cracking up. They're like, "Come on, you can get this. You can get your CeraVe, get this going." It's great. It's really great that products that are a little bit more accessible, not quite as expensive, are available. Yeah, so that my biggest takeaway would be, remember sunscreen during the day, reapply a few times, and moisturize, clean. Yeah, that's it. Anybody have any questions?
Jamie, that was so stinking amazing and like beyond what I expected. This presentation and everything you put together is so thoughtful and helpful, and wow, thank you. I love it. How can people find you, get a facial with you? I don't know if you do online consults or whatever you do. Can you share with us?
Yes, I would do online consults for sure. That'd be super easy to do. My phone number at the very last slide here, I put in there, has, if you want to book a facial, if you book a facial today, I'll do a free add-on service. So let me show you what my add-on services are. Whoops, I paused out. Whoops, let me get back in here. I don't know if you can see me now.
Yeah, we can see you.
You can still see me? Okay.
Yep.
Where'd I go? I'm doing a new share. Here it is. let's go back onto this. Anyway, I'm not able to pull it up right now. Maybe I can. But anyway, so yes, so a free add-on service would be either a dermaplaning, it would be a red light LED face mask, or a what's the third one I have? Oh, I can't think of it right now. Why can't I think of it right now? Microdermabrasion. So which is a stronger exfoliating. So yeah, so if anybody wanted to book their facials with me and they're part of your workshop, I will do one of the free add-ons as part of it. And those are usually like a $15 or $30 value.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
That's incredible. Thank you.
yeah,
I am
for sure.
certainly, thank you. I'm certainly going to book one. And I do want everyone to know, I went to Jamie's house to get a facial right after Christmas. Well, January. Shit. Wait, are we in January? What year is it? What month is it?
New Year's. I think
Okay.
it was right after, it was
Yes,
like
it
between
was.
Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, because you still had your Christmas tree up.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely divine. The hot towels, the hydration, the
Thank you.
jade eye mat. I mean, I'm dreaming of it right now. I'm daydreaming of it.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, hold on one second.
Well, thank you, Alicia, for saying that. While you're talking, I'll just say that I do try to incorporate, Lindsay, you'll appreciate this, everything that we know with our yoga practice. I do have, meditative music going, and I like to bring my crystals involved in it. And when we connect together, it's something just more than just me working on your face. I really feel a connection. So there's a lot of healing in that. And I think with us being so touch deprived, hug deprived, that when somebody does touch and get into your skin and make that with you, it's just something really beneficial with that. Very, very strong.
So the
I can really
crystal too was so super special. Jamie did a facial on my mom, and she chose a crystal my mom held at her belly, and then my crystal was different, and I think I held mine at my heart, and it was like, you feel where you need this healing from the crystal while Jamie's giving you this healing treatment. It's about healing. It's about skin, yes, but it's also about healing from all aspects of health. So it's really amazing. I really mean
Alicia.
that. Yeah.
And I have a new space. I'm so excited. I do it out of my home, but I have a whole space. It's very private, and it's I'm excited for you to see, because you didn't get to see it. I was in the process of finishing when you came. So come on over and take a look. You can book it either through my phone number is here. You can text me, you can call, you can also find me on all the socials. Either DM me on there as well. So thank you.
Okay, perfect. So for those that are going to listen to the recording, could we do book a facial, receive an add-on? Could we do it just to like maybe Tuesday?
You know what I'll do is I'm changing it as we're talking. I'll say book a facial. I'll say, how about this? Free add-on for anybody that is part of a
part of the January Get Unstuck?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's great, because actually then you can stagger them too. The January Get Unstuck Challenge, and there's about 12 women that are a part of it. So ladies, do not miss this opportunity to go see this magical unicorn. And I'll read it too, in case you for some reason can't see it. Jamie Oldfield is on Instagram. Jamie Oldfield, she's on Facebook, and then you can book with her at 248-767-0834, or reach out to me, Allie Long. You can reach out to me to get her number. And she's doing them in her home right now. They're very nurturing. It's such a nice treat. And like I said, I went with my mom, so that was kind of fun too. The two of us went and waited for each other. But
I have space too for that. Yeah. So if somebody wanted to do that again, you'll see the room. I have chairs. So if you come with a friend or your mom, then you guys could stay in the room together. So, and you could bring wine, you could bring champagne if you want to make it into something more.
Or if you just need a break, like right now, I think I would just want to come, and that would be my break.
Yeah.
Coming for a break for sure.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Your yoga classes, like I always loved being in your yoga classes, because you're so soothing and your energy so
Thank
bright,
you.
yet like warm and calm at the same time.
Thank
And
you.
so I can only imagine the magic of like having you work your like healing gifts. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you so much. I
Mhm.
appreciate that. And I appreciate you, Alicia, for doing this and for having me be involved. I really do. Obviously love talking about this. You gave me half hour. I went a little bit over.
Oh, there's no such thing as time, really. I mean, I want to be respectful of your time and everyone's time, but yeah, I love how it happens organically and what we talk about. And this is just, I can't wait to do it again. Would you do this
Yeah.
again?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
good.
Thank you.
I'm going to